A Cleveland woman and her newborn son forced out of their home by a family of raccoons. Stacey Lozada has been living inside her car lately. She's afraid of her baby catching a disease from those animals and says her landlord is ignoring her. So, with no other options, Stacey emailed News 5 this week asking our Maya Lockett for help.
A mother has been sleeping inside of her car with her 5-month-old baby because she's afraid to go inside of her own home.
That's where they try to push through.
Stacey Lozada was enjoying a day at home until she heard scratching coming from the walls.
I picked the baby up from his nap on his playpen and I exited the home with nothing, with no diapers, nothing, with just the clothes on our backs.
With her 5-month-old son on her hip, she immediately went to the side of the home to see if anything was on the roof.
I grabbed my camera, I opened up my phone, and I said, "Oh my God, it's a raccoon."
This video shows the exact moment she captured the raccoons inside of her chimney that has a hole. Eventually, seeing more than 3, she immediately notified her landlord.
She didn't respond. I sent her text messages, I sent her alerts through the portal, and her response was little to none.
Hours later, her landlord told her they put in a work order with the animal nuisance company, who will set traps for the raccoons once they had availability.
So my response to her is like, where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do with my child?
In response, her landlord told her that if raccoons are in the walls, they will not come into the house. But according to supervising attorney in the housing practice group at the Legal Aid Society, that is not true.
They can tear open walls. They can also spread disease even if they're not physically in the unit. So they're making the property unsafe for the tenants. So it doesn't matter if they're in the walls and not in the living room.
There's a huge crack, and that's because of their weight.
And with no family in the area, Lozada was forced to sleep in her car.
So I had my baby, and I had to alternate from the back seat to the front seat and just recline the back seat like this and sleep with the baby.
Which Raidslaw says is unacceptable.
They still should be putting the tenant up somewhere. They could put her up in a hotel, her and her family. And then work something out with respect to reducing the rent for that period of time.
Tuesday morning, 5 days after she noticed the raccoons, an inspector was able to come to the home and trap 3 baby raccoons on the roof. But with fear of contracting a disease, Lozada plans to get a lawyer and use this opportunity to advocate for other Section 8 holders.
Be the voice for your children. Be the voice for yourself. Seek out, help if you have to, but know your rights. I was able to speak with a representative from the management group who told me the situation is being handled and they had no further comment. Reporting in Cleveland, Maya Lockett, News 5.